Hello, my family. Sarai here, reporting to you live from New Jersey. So, I just wanted to share this message with you. It's been resonating with me a whole lot. And when I get ideas, I like to marinate with those thoughts. Think about them. Think of analogies, metaphors, in order to use them for my videos. So, a garden. I think I've shared something like this before, but a garden, right? Well, if you want a garden, you have to work on the ground. You have to prepare it for it to be ready to receive seeds in order to be able for them to grow. And once you plant those seeds, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't end there. We have to maintain, we have to take care of that which we planted. Because if we don't, we will easily lose that crop. We will easily lose those beautiful plants, vegetables, whatnot. And also there's times too with the gardens where there will be a lot of pruning going on to take care of the dead stuff in order for new things, new buds to come through. And as I think about that analogy, I think about relationships. And I am not talking just in general about relationships with, love relationships, but just overall. But with that, you meet someone, you start, you should have your heart ready to receive, right? As a lot of trauma, a lot of things, you should be able to have worked through those things or be talking to someone that you're working those things out through with. So you meet people, you invest time with them, you water those seeds by spending time with those people, you nurture that relationship. There will be times where there will be pruning that will be taking place. What does that look like? I'm so glad you asked. It will look like in the sense of perhaps that individual loving you enough to say to you, geez, Sarai, I've noticed the way you handle anger, or I noticed the way you handle such and such. And I know that that's not like you. I know that that's not really you. And perhaps it will behoove for you to work on that. Or just be like, I'm just mentioning this is a concern that I see. And as the person with the pruning, wanting the pruning to go on to, make more buds grow, I should be saying, thank you. Did I want to hear that? No. Because a lot of the times the things we need to do, we don't like to do. We don't like to hear that we need to do them. Nevertheless, they are the most necessary things that we have to do. So, okay, thank you so much for pointing that to me. I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me what I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear. Thank you for valuing our relationship enough to be brave enough to share that with me. Thank you so much. And as we work on those things, we are indeed nurturing the relationship, so on and so forth, because we're not having this attitude of, that's how I grew up, so deal with it. Or, well, it's my heritage. That's my culture. That's who I am, and I ain't changing it. And if you don't like it, there's the door. That used to be me. If you don't like it, there's the door. There's the Windows, pick one, pick two. However, I want to get better and I want to be better for that, for that relationship, that friendship. So that requires work. So, yeah, so let us be okay. I want to work on that because I want this relationship. I want to cultivate this relationship. I want to nurture this relationship. I want pruning times to happen so that we can continue as relationships to bear much fruit and get somewhere within, socially relationships. So I ask you, what do you think about that? How are you nurturing, catering to your marriage, your significant other? How are you nurturing your children? Just filling the blank. How am I nurturing? How am I catering to? How are my pruning sessions going with? Am I bearing much fruit with blank? You fill in the blank. That way you're doing a little self-inventory and you can work on that. And in that sense, it's like the pruning process. And, with that being said, while you're doing the nurturing, I'll leave you with this because this is the point that I wanted to really key in on. Telling the person that you're with in any relationship, romantically or non, telling them how special they are, telling them how valuable they are to you, telling them how amazing they are. And you don't have to lie, just take the time to tell them, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome. You might be thinking, well, I'm sure they get that already from their significant other, or I'm sure they get that from such and such. Don't assume. I've learned that when I assume, I have assumed wrong. I love it. I love to have those moments, those vulnerable moments where I am with someone and I get to tell them how special they are. I get to tell them how beautiful they are. I get to tell them how wonderful it is to see them utilizing their gifts and talents to help people, to empower individuals. I love that. So when was the last time you did that? And if you didn't, it's been a while. Grace and mercy for you and I. Today's the day where you can start implementing that into your world, into your environment. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts about this? Now I have to think on what I am going to title this video so that it is catchy enough for you to tune in and stay tuned in until the end. Thank you so much, my friends. I am tired. I'm going to take me a little nap. Until next time, bye-bye for now. Be blessed and stay blessed. Take care. So long.